without fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to see
people going south the Lord, God of Abraham, to the land that's flowing with milk and honey. They cannot be stopped. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining out so bright, it's supernatural. I am a bulldozer. I carry the sling of David. I'm a lion king. A lion must fall down. Jericho walls must crumble. To the rising sun, there's a star in the east, shining up in the sky, shining up so bright it's supernatural.
Does not yield to seasonal guests. The tenant cannot sack the landlord. The employee can never sack the employer. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the supreme leader of Ipob. His command is final. Whatever he says goes. Pursuant to the strict authority of the supreme leader and the sacred unyielding IPO code of conduct, the third administration of the DOS is hereby dissolved. The sentence is passed, your names are permanently erased. Chikaedozi, you are sacked. Tony Nsurumike, you are sacked. Austin Agbanyim, you are sacked. Chukurio Forma, you are sacked. Isaiah Uba, you are sacked. Collins Chinedu, you are sacked. Chinazan Woru, you are sacked. Fidelis Ejogu, you are sacked. Chidin Manworu, Juliet Edward Filatro, you agents, stay off from IPOB. You no longer speak, you no longer act for the children of light. The employee cannot fire the boss. Tenant cannot sack the landlord. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader, the supreme leader of IPOB. Through the trials, through the chains, his word remains absolute. Whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes. They thought darkness could hide the shadows of greed. They forgot the soil remembers every treacherous deed. After the illegal extraction, when the leader was taken away, the enemies of the struggle came out to play. Governor Dave Umahi paid $500,000, a blood money bribe to buy collars for the scholars of shame. They took the cash, sabotaged the release, and traded the crown, bribing media houses just to tear the leader's legacy down. But the truth is a rock, it crushes the hand that betrays. But in the darkest hour, the true guardian stood high, refusing to let the message of restoration die. We lift our voices to honor the ones who defended the light, the shield of the truth in the dead of the night. Thank you, Biafra Vanguard Media, for standing so bold, for ensuring the unfiltered truth was always told. Salute to the dedicated souls of heaven, standing the test. Salute to the rising sun, unyielding and blessed, and the ambassador for self-determination marching ahead, keeping the fire burning for the living and the dead. You defended the leader, you shielded the name from the stain. Oh, whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect us from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold in, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The vanguard which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of liberty.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. This is Biafra Radio, and I'm reaching you out from United Kingdom. And my name is Amazi George Izuchukwume. I reside here in UK. I'm one of the principal servants of indigenous people of Biafra. And this is a late night program. The late night in Biafra Radio is actually our head of media, which is Mazi Kechukwu. My programs are Good Morning London. No, Good Evening London, if I put it that way. So this evening, it is very important. She's going to be stroke morning because I want to have quite a bit of interaction section. Although I've scheduled a program tomorrow. I'm definitely going to have the European cabinet with me tomorrow. We're going to present our acceptance speech as the new fourth administrative that has been appointed officially, and the whole world is being notified about that. But I want to be specific this evening, importantly, to talk about the event that transpired today in United Kingdom, North London to be precise. North London, which is Enfield. And this is my first time, to be fair. I have not actually gone in Ifac before because I'm kind of, hesitant about Igbo gathering. But I can tell you categorically that it was wide going, regardless of, the campaign we went through as well. And I have to give it to the people that organize it. They've done a good job and shows the multitude. It was a mammoth crowd. To be fair, it was 3,000 that were registered because the security spoke to me, but about 15,000 people turn up. So, this country is everything is done by a book. You book for 3,000, the area is overcrowded, they get council involved, police get involved, they shut it down. Not that they stop everybody, but they say, stop the program. They announced it officially, the program is over, I think 6 o'clock. And dear friends, I think some of you have watched the amateur videos we have in our Facebook page. And I will tell you one thing about IPOB and Mazen Namdekan is the tenacity. We will not plan to attend this event, but it was under 3 days. But I can categorically tell you here that out of the whole protest I have been involved in United Kingdom on all my service as an IPOB member, we have not had anything close to this. Mark my word. The time and the resources. Normally when we do protests, we have to gather people to contribute money. But the leadership of IPOB or this fourth administration, every principal officer that is going to assume to have any position in IPOB, you must have to pay your monthly due. And whenever we levy ourselves, you'll be the first to contribute, not the members. You are not speaking to the members to contribute money. You have to be I myself, I got my, like I said, I have receipts. In the UK, I don't have to come here to brag about it. Those that knows me. And I will tell you today, this program is just this is Biafra Radio to be precise, our official IPOB and IPOB radio approved by our leader. Radio Biafra has been hijacked and everything they're doing, everything is going to go on based on the proceedings. I'm not arguing with anybody. Nobody I'm going to argue with. We live in a civilized world. That like we went today, I'll give you some previews of things that have transpired. So my purpose of doing this particular late night program is that those that are going to watch it, and again, is about 31 minutes on top of the hour here, 11 p.m. London, UK time, and the same thing in Biafra land, regardless where you reside and who are going to watch this program subsequently. But the purpose of this is that what if saw on Facebook, and we never announced it publicly that we are going to this program because of the impersonating individuals, those renegades. I will use the word renegades because they are renegades, And it's very important that we understand. I want to expatiate on certain things this night before I proceed. A lot of people will argue that, IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra. I'm indigenous people of Biafra. And I'll ask you a question. Prior to 2012, 13, 14, were you aware that you are indigenous people of Biafra? Do you know that? The answer is no. I want to give those that live in UK, some of you that may be having your papers, or those that are about to have it, because the new law in United Kingdom is that you have to do the life and UK test. For some of you, they don't teach this in school. Kids don't know it. But go and read about the history of this country that we're living on, those that live in the United Kingdom. And subsequently, other countries, believe about America, how America gained their independence. Go and read all these things. It will help you to get common sense. I will tell you one thing. The duplicity of our people, only knew what our people are capable of doing. So that is why, let me say something to you. If you as a man always wished for the worst thing to happen in your life, you will never be surprised with anything. That is the kind of person Mazen Nandekano is. And the entire household of Okukano family. I will go back on when I start 2021, when I start telling you guys about these people, what they were doing. Some of you they were deceived. Tomorrow I'm going to give a monologue on things. But tonight is about what transpired in Ifac, not Ipac, Ifac in Enfield, London. So we went there and it was successful. It's a massive, because there's so much of our people in there. And what marvels me is the unconditional love they have for our leader. Mazen Nandekano is our... There's a video I'm going to post. After this program, I'm going to post 2 videos. And I will tag those videos. I want you to watch that video. I was going to upload it, but it's not allowing me for some reason because it's an amateur video. So, but after this program, I will upload it. And why I'm saying this is that I am not advising those that are committing crime without being knowing what they are doing, the consequences of what is going to happen. Because those that impersonating Mazen Nandekano and the renegades, you will live here, people work. If you are employed, if they employ you full-time in UK, there's some benefit with it. If you are a self-employed, you could work today, they will call you the same day, say there's no more work, you're not going to argue. Now, IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra. Even before our code of conduct emerged, we were practicing what is called command and control. The question you will be asking individuals is, why did you not, question Mazen Nandekano when he was here present with you? That is the fundamental question he will underline. But what I have come here to tell you is this. It's a massive campaign we went today because this particular event is about people, different villages and towns, not towns. I think there's not doing villages, they're doing towns, coming out to showcase what they have, some have masquerade with cultures and all that, which is very, very good. But I want our people to put more energy to restore their own self-dignity other than this coming out and drinking and get stupor. And I want to say one thing here. Remember what Onyendu told us, that every organization that Igbo people have created to bring meaningful, thing in Igbo land never sustain. It will not sustain. Once money changes hand, everything will go down. That is why Ohanese and Igbo have fractions. That is why Igbo Union die a natural death. If this organization will have served its purpose, there will be no need for IPOB. And some of you do not know the part Mazen Nandekano have played over the years. But I'm here to tell you that the amount of love that people show our leader, the renegades that went there to go and dance and drink and make mockery of themselves, because the world know, they don't know that this world we are living is not 1967. Because everything, those that question how legitimacy is the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, go to our lawyer Jimako's page, go to his Twitter handle, go to Nemeka. They publish it internationally and locally. About 2017, there was no publication about changing the leadership because there was no need for it, because the people did not fight for it, because they don't have to fight for it. That's why there was no that extent of going to legal proceedings with them. But these morons you see here now are parading themselves. Somebody came out and said that you suspended your leader indefinitely. You don't know who is share, even who is share in the company. I'm telling you what people are saying, the passerbys. These are non-IPOB members. There's a particular guy, I'm going to post his video after this program. And some people arguing, when they hear that, they said, IPOB with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, what is the, can you weigh the equation? I don't want to go into United Kingdom details yet, because there's a lot these people have done. But everything we will do will be with evidence. With evidence. I never kicked against our people having an asylum. Even when our deputy leader, after he's resigned, he wrote to Home Office. I was one of the people that said that is not okay. And our leader fought for it. But it has to be done properly. If people are holding allegiance to individuals because they believe they gave them papers, we're going to have a problem. There's one of our brothers that met me today, and he said, George, he said, my leader, you're the one that swore my oath. I don't want to mention his name. Here and there, he told me, and I have all their numbers. Literally, there's no IPOB member around because I was forced. Let me tell you how I've served IPOB United Kingdom. Everything, my position has been the first. I was the first welfare officer. Who appointed me was the man Mezu. How did this happen? We had a meeting and there was an issue. People have to establish something. Imam Mezu said, oh, George Jume, I'm pointing you to be a welfare. It's a huge tax. I was paying almost £100 for phone bill in 2015, 16, 17 because I have to call every member. And sometimes it's cross-call because people that came to there, they will buy like they don't have a proper phone here, like, like 3G or whatnot. Then it was a cross-call. I have it printed out. I used to spend over £150 every month, my personal money, and still pay dues. And I'm working for IPOB. That is why it baffles me. When you've been to leave your position, what is it that you're gaining, that you're fighting for? Is suspending your leader. Even a company that people have shareholders in a company and the CEO done something wrong, they have to have a board meeting. Not when you've been sacked, then you're revoking that you suspend. And how do you explain this to people? And this is where you understand that this particular individual you're seeing here, we said it before, there is no cabal in IPOB. If you read the scrolling messages here, this is stuff I told them 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, now 26, 6 years ago. I don't hold allegiance to any man. I hold allegiance to the oath I've sworn and to follow do's and don'ts and norms of IPOB. I don't care who you are. I am not here to please you because if I was looking for companionship, I wouldn't join IPOB. I know it's going to be a tough road. And I made it clear the day I joined IPOB in London. I said, if it was all of you that I'm looking at your faces here, I wouldn't spend 1 minute in this room. It's on record. The moron that recorded, I told him, get those videos because they were recording without knowing the right of data protection. All those videos, you don't know where they kept them, what he did with it, you don't know. But what I'm saying here tonight is that there was a success of we today coming out to let our people know. There's a change of leadership in the United Kingdom, and the message was very clear. And the amount of love that our people, because they stopped protests around the world. We are protesting. These people came and suspended every protest because they have an agenda. If they could come out publicly to mock Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I am saying this here. I'm talking about what happened in United Kingdom. And all of you that are in United Kingdom that have your asylum papers in UK based on IPOB, I know in your claim, you will always refer Mazen Nandekano, either 2017 when they went to kill him, that you cannot go back home. There's no way you will seek asylum in this country. Mazen Nandekano name will not be involved. It's not possible. You cannot seek asylum with people that died in 70. You can reference them, but it's about present day. What is it that you don't want to go home for? I'm saying this very clear. You guys need to be very, very careful. We don't want to dig into this, but you guys be very extremely careful. We have some things we have to have evidence on our hand before we actually react towards them. We don't deal with scuffles. This is real. I've been an IPOB member. I joined IPOB. I said I owe no apology and allegiance to any human being. Quote me anywhere. And those that know George knows me. IPOB, we don't used to come public to talk about things. I never said anything about my fellow comrade. If you watch what I've said in the past, every single thing I have said, I back it up with evidence. When I called Chike Doziem and the Austin Albani, and including China Sanwo out, I presented evidence. And that is what all of you are dealing with today. And I'm happy that our people are waking from their sleep. I will make an official statement tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the day that I'm going to assume and tell you my heartfelt responsibility I have bestowed in my shoulder and what are we going to do about them. But this evening, I just want to bring you to your attention that we went and we conquered. Because at the end of the day, we were the center of attraction. Our leader is a great man, and I'm happy that we made him proud. And I have to tell you, every single one of us that made this possible. Now, you can see what leadership is all about. We are the leaders, we are there. Some of our people did not turn up. That's not a problem. Because, like you claim, everybody is indigenous people of Biafra by birth. But the question is, are you a member of IPOB? If you're not, then that is where the problem comes. Because it's like when you're paying, if you pay insurance and they stop paying insurance, imagine your insurance run off today and they have accident tomorrow morning, insurance did not cover you. If you have insurance for 10 years and your insurance run out tonight, that's 12 midnight, you woke up in the morning to go to work and have accident, yeah, the insurance company will be not responsible for you. And let me say it again. I'm saying this to the UK families. I will give you my acceptance speech tomorrow. But what happened today, we came in peace, and they saw and they knew. It's not about you coming out with flag of Biafra, flying flag, with some dirty, banner that has got no meaning. Has got no meaning. Banner you have used for more than 5 years. With dust on them, come out and making mockery of yourselves. Absolutely mockery of yourselves. Because imagine yourself coming to portray Biafra with Mazen Namdekan. Do you know what it is? It's suicidal. Suicidal. No one will stop you not to dance and act moronic out there. Because passerbys are the people now responding to you people, not me, George. I did not respond. Even one of the, as a man that was trying to be, stupid, I will use the word. I won't mention his name. He knows himself. Because in United Kingdom here, members know who I am. If you wanna be rugged, if you want to go physical, like I would use the word physical, anywhere we'll meet there, as long as United Kingdom is involved. But I'm not. Of course, we know how things run here. But we don't want to go that route with anybody because everything has to be done properly because we live in a civilized world. But if you want to go that road, be my guest, mate. You know what I mean? So it's not something I'm going to be worried about. So what I'm saying to everybody is like, yeah, get your act together. I'm speaking to those here. You know, if you got your little purpose, deal with it. But IPOB is not something that you guys want to mess around with. Remember, I said it before, anybody that is holding IPO, if you're holding the paper, know you're holding the blood of our people. The blood. I was against Rich Emofo because Rich Emofo got his paper through asylum as well. I know who signed his paper in America, but not through IPOB. Some of you don't know this. That's other people that have sought asylum in this country with even Mossad. They made up their stories on their own days. I don't have issues with it. But do not be asylum seeker and be against Mazen Nandekano because he's against you. I'm going to tell you now. Let this be sound as a warning to all of you. I don't want to go deeper, but I'm just telling you, be wary of your steps. Because the people I see jumping up on social media are people that are under asylum. Quote unquote, quote me anywhere. Because I can break it down to you. Be very, very wary and careful the way you jump up and down. Because those people that gave you those letters do not have the power to do it anymore. Remember that. Remember that. They are not the first DOS, and they will probably, this fourth administration will be the last. But what I'm saying to everybody is this. Be very, very careful on your path you're choosing. Choose your enemies wisely. I'm not here to say anything derogatively or to badge anybody. But what I'm saying is that we went to the Ifac, and the response and the love for our leader was massive. That is my message to you. And to actually demonstrate that United Kingdom have a new leadership that actually represent IPOB and Mazen Nandekano. You can form whatever you want to form. We don't have a problem with it. Remember in 2017, there was Radio Biafra International. Radio Biafra International was the issue. When Ojus Okano came to United Kingdom and went to Imam Mezu's house in North London here and bought them over to open a radio with Clifford Irwanya and Co. They disobeyed Onyenzu. At least those ones, they went to a little bit far. Clifford Irwanya, strive a little bit, kick back a little bit, but they couldn't go that far. But what you people have done is unforgivable. I have to say, I'm not going to go more than this. But what you, this third administrative, and you guys are the lowest of the lowest. I have audio of Omiumiu I'm going to play for you guys to remind you who Chikeruzem is. You know, these people think they are, I'm not into social media saga. There's two things I'm going to tell Chikeruzem and his cronies. I have an audio where Omiumiu described Chikeruzem. Like I said, I come with evidence. And let me say this to you guys. Probably I won't do it tomorrow because tomorrow is just for the European cabinet. I'm just saying it again because I said I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. They are ranting that they're showing some, what is it called? There's a propaganda going on about the money Onyendu move. They said there's evidence. You know, let me say this to you. You know, the history have a way to repeat himself. In 2018, when Onyendu came out after they tried to kill our leader, when Clifford Irwanya and his cronies saying that Onyendu ate $1 million of our defense fund, then $1 million, they cap it $1 million. Ironically, when Onyendu came out, Onyendu was in America. He ordered Madam Nenyanya to upload the statement of account of our international account that reside in Germany. In that account, the money that came as the defense fund then below 120,000 US dollars, and America contributed only $3,000. That was what killed that argument, and those people went into oblivion. Now, they have not told you what happened in Germany, which I'm not going to go into. We talked about it before. I will let them deal with it. But there's something I'm going to show Biafrans again, because now that your maybe Oblangata has come, some of you, your senses have come back together. Because sometimes when you say if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in writing. What Chike Doziem did in America, because what they did was they jumped into finance. All these things he's seeing, they knew what they were doing. This is premeditated. The worst thing, when you kill somebody and maybe they have a panel of jury. I've been in jury, like in this country, everybody has jury. You know what jury is? Those that actually weigh the crimes they committed, they don't talk about it, and they will never discuss what will happen. But I've served as jury. But I will tell you how jury works. You people are going to decide within yourself, you're going to vote. There's no emotion, no sentiment. None of that happens. You have to follow the facts. What actually happened? Before now, we guys decide. Within your 12, in UK is 12, I think Scotland is 15. Then UK, the whole list of the UK is 12. Only Scotland is 15 juries. Then you will vote among yourself. The majority carry the vote and they pass it on to the judge. Judge now will make his decision. That's how I work in United Kingdom. I served in jury here. So what I'm saying to all of you is this. I feel sorry for some people. But first of all, I have to thank our deputy head of that head of state, Mazi Solomon. It's not easy. He drove, he's on his way going back to Manchester. It's not easy. I can't thank him enough. Because at least if we did not attend this particular event, some of us will not realize that people actually knew what is happening. I met a lot of people there, old members, people coming on to us. Even they gave us money. Somebody, I'm not showing you, because it's IPO money, it's not my money. 1 second, I'll show you the money. It's not a joke. Let me bring it. I said it on the audio there, but this money is somebody that came to us and gave us this money, right? To show you the love. This is camera, right? You can see the money. I think you can see it. This is 60 pounds. It's just 20 pounds, 60 pounds they gave us. And that is how people were showing appreciation, coming to us to thank us. At least they have not seen Onyendu banner for a very long time. You say you have a leadership. Your leader is in prison, jail for life. Listen, one manner of wickedness, a black man, Onyendu said, he prayed to Chukwu Abiyama to show him the part of black man brain. There's something fundamental wrong with us. The sacrifices of people that made people recognize it. Churchill, stood his ground in this country in 1940 that he took over to 45 against the Nazis, which is German. Even when they defeated them, Germans still hitting them. But he said no. That is why this country hold him to death tomorrow morning. They hold him there till tomorrow morning because he stood. How could a living being sit down in their own comfort zone and speak ill against Mazen Namdekan? Me personally, George, like I said, some of you might be fetish. I'm not scared of all this nonsense. It doesn't work for me. Because I believe one thing in this life. Once your hands are clean, if your heart and your soul are clean, if you're white and white, because if our leader is not white and whiter than snow, he shouldn't be alive. That's no reason why Mazen Namdekan should be alive. Tell me why he should be alive. Just tell me why. And he said it, if you kill him, Biafra will come faster. Because some of you does not know the madness people have. The madness people have is not yet, is not yet actually elevated because we still see Mars and people still have hope and people respect his words. Some of you don't know that. Some of you don't know what people are capable of doing. Some of you don't know because the majority of you degenerated individuals to join IPOB, these wretched, hungry people, that from the back doors join IPOB, that has got nothing to offer. They have never contributed a dime. Call all these individuals. Chikedosim collected salary for 2 good years. There's a tax return waiting for him in Germany. 2 years, Chikedosim was paid €2,000 every month. €2,000 every month. For doing what? You talk about finance. I'm going to present again the $749,000 they ate in America. This time around, I'm going to talk about it. I will now make that particular document and the audio public to Biafrans to see. They talk about things they don't back up. They written statement they cannot even explain. The case in Germany is still there. They want to store money because they have a different laws there. Even in UK here, there's a money that bank have shut off. These are a bunch of criminals. They came to steal. There's nothing to add up with it. So all I'm saying to you is that we going to Ifac today was the beginning of a new day for United Kingdom IPOB families. Remember how we formed IPOB family? These people will go on because remember those that were in 2012, 13, 14, most of those people are no longer with us anymore. This is a freedom fighting. A lot of people will get weary, and when get weary, when you get tired, don't you say, once you're out, then you go from the back. That's what some of these people they hated our leader because Mazen Land can't stood his ground in so many things. Onyendu warn you that they have 3 plans. Those that close know one. My then deputy knows 2. I know 3. And some of you, when you jump around across Onyendu, you know 1 or 2 things. You think you have done everything. You're dealing with a man that took 12 years to study who you are. Do you know why? Do you know why a black man cannot supersede a white man? Do you know why? They sat down and studied you. I don't care how intelligent you are. You still serve them. It doesn't matter. Change it if you think it's possible. We, black, change it. Don't tell me about slavery. I don't want to hear about slavery. I'm talking about now. Change it. Elon Musk was born in South Africa. South African people don't respect him. He's the richest man, the first trillionaire in the whole world. There's something fundamental wrong with the black man. I only have said it. I don't give a crap about where you come from. As long as you have the skin, you have a fundamental problem. Show me. Do you know why? Why people sat down and studied the psyche of a black man. And what they do it perfectly. When they saw that black man that's so brilliant that he could do something, they will use his peers to bring him down. That's one thing they know how to do well. Divide and rule them within. That is the chain IPOB broke. And it's still there. Because the day you raise your ugly head, we will show you the door. You can rabble for 6 months and it will fizzle away. Like I said, what happened in Ifac today in United Kingdom tells you all you need to know. These are passerbys. I asked one, are you a member of? I said, no, I'm not a member of IPOB. But how could you mention IPOB with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? How could you, degenerated individuals, in your miserable lives, use the word you definitely suspended who? Did you have a board meeting to appoint Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the first place? How wretched and daft you guys must be. Bunch of illiterates. Bunch of daft. How could you stood yourself and wrote in a paper that you see them, do you know what the word indefinite means? If you take it to court, they'll ask you, how many of you actually elected this man to be in his position? Will you answer that question? Some of you are talking about United Nations Security Council. United Nations has its do's and don'ts and limitations for your information. That notification is very, very powerful and incendiary. But some of you so ignorantly will think you're dancing in a dancing. If you look at a dance, it's some dance that is a spiritual dance. The man you're dealing with is the master of the game. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm talking about the moment this is morning here. It's 2 minutes on top of the hour here in UK. Like I said, I'm having fun. And I'm telling you, some of our people are sleeping. But I said I was going to do this program. I have a program today for information. Everybody must tune in. I'm going to flash that flyer here. The European executive is going to be assembling here at 8 p.m. today, which is 12th which is Sunday, 12th of July 2026. We're going to come here to be humbly accept your position that you are bestowed in us. And as we swiftly doing what we're supposed to do, all this individual has been notified. So these are mediocres. Let them continue wallowing in mediocrity, but it doesn't change anything. Like we've seen this before. It's something they should understand, is that that's nobody. Somebody that could have come close. Or I know that the enemies that they're gathering, but we now identified them and we're dealing with them. What I can tell you is this. Those of first administrative, second administrative, and third now are joining force together to fight our leader. But it's not going to work. That's a bad news for you. Because there's no grounds for you to do anything. It doesn't matter what you do. You can claim, you can answer community IPOB. It's entirely up to you. But every fraud you guys have committed, rest assured that you're not going to get away with it. And make sure you have your agenda to tell the people that you're leading why. Like what I said, every asylum seeker, especially in the United Kingdom, be wary. I'm not messing word, I am not messing word. This is not, you don't need to write home office, but you guys need to be careful. Careful, very, very careful on the way you go about things. And in IPOB, we don't build cabals in IPOB. Your allegiance, it's like where you work. You don't hold allegiance to your fellow worker. There's what they call union in this country, a union that speak for people. Maybe, even in our workplace, there's HRs if something going wrong. That's why we have reconciliation commission within IPO, which Inzulumike was leading. The moron abuse it. Every single thing you gave them, they will mess it up. Every single thing you give them. 5 years. 5 years in counting. Tell me one thing these individuals have achieved. Absolutely nothing. What they did was now they found a place they're making money. Because when you said it, once there's money shake hand between any organization Igbo people form, that will be a problem. And that is why Onyendu said, we don't want any man. Like I said, as European rep, no man will have any position to touch our money. I'm just saying it here. I will make it official tomorrow, today, on the broadcast. But nobody, they don't burn you well. We're going back to real IPOB, how we started. This is not about, it doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter, Mazen Nanakani. However you feel about Mazen Nanakani, can you fit in the Mazen Nanakani shoes? When I lawyer Jamaica told you there's the only elephant in the room, people don't understand that word. The only elephant in the room. Do you know what it means? Can you fit in his shoes? Your generation, 10 times over, it can never. It can never. I told you guys, the day you guys desecrated our Faruqi Baker, I won all of you. Everything we speak came to pass because you know why? Our hands are clean. If you know what I have done before, that is ill, say it. I don't care. IPOB, I join IPOB, I pay my dues, I have my receipts. As a coordinator, I serve as a welfare officer, I serve as a PRO, national PRO, United Kingdom. First national PRO in United Kingdom, national, and I serve as COC in United Kingdom. Because I become a zonal coordinator. I have become a regional coordinator. Now European rep. But I pay all my dues. Whenever they call in UK, I know how many. When they started this fundraising, when you one, they started calling for fundraising in-house. That's where they think that IPOB is where you can come and make your personal money. Some of them stop working. Now they start extorting money from our people because they don't contribute. They just marshal out levies. Is not aware of. And that's why I said no. What the problem I have with them, they asked me to send money in an account. I said I wouldn't do it. Never not under my watch. £1 will not go into account. You ask me to direct. You're not directing me what to do because you're not a financial. We have a financial head, and that's IPOB standard. Yeah, how you feel about it? I don't want to you. You think it's my because I'm working more than I get paid for. The time I work for IPOB, I should be working overtime to get more money, but I'm not getting money. So I'm losing money because I decided to give my time and my resources. So what are you dragging? If you're not a thief, if you're not a wretched individual, what are you dragging? Tell me. Mazen Nankan did this, Mazen Nankan did that. Were you here when Mazen Nankan lost his house and sleeping in his car? Were you with him? You don't reap where you don't sow. It's where you sow, you reap. You wretched animals. So my message to you is that IPOB United Kingdom, Igbos, I said 15,000 people. That's why I said you guys don't understand the kind of awareness. Every people we are kissing Onyendu. You can see we have so many banners. But the specific one is what's a film as Namdekano. People, we see people, our women. Our women were so fair-hearted when Onyendu was kidnapped. They don't know what to do. I know many of them call me crying. There was no direction. They were so heartbroken. When you say when our women came out, Biafra will be restored. They felt so disappointed. At the given time, things were getting so good. Then our leader was swapped away from us. And those that were there to lead us were not leading us. Instead, we were hatching against the man that were there to die for them to have a better life. And the two parents passed away because of the same struggle. And every time they're calling their brother. You see, in this life here, anytime you see someone accusing somebody, look into that person. That thing accusing is what he does. You see, Canon Takano, let me say this. When I met Canon Takano first, or when we had a meeting and contributed money for something, I said it the other day. He was the first person that paid his money in paper. The receipts are there. When we start bringing out what is being done. But I can tell you, these people, you see, I have never had them where they contribute money. Our former national coordinator, Justice Ukachi, and his deputy, when UK was disbanded from our leader, public, in live broadcast, and Onyendu had meeting with us, when they were removed, there was a little bit of itches, and his deputy. I respect these individuals, I got my, not that I have any personal thing, but I respect people by the way they carry themselves. Especially when you see things and say the way it's, then probably we'll get along. But to go behind doors and try to nurse words and out of war, that's where Kaba comes in. People will call you. Because I remember some individual trying to call me when all this thing started to convince me to try to do with them and tell them, don't call my phone, please. They called me. They didn't try. They tried. They sent people to speak to George, and UK will know that crime job to moment I will not be over for you. Because if I want to bend over, I wouldn't join IPOB because I have my brother, I've lived luxurious life in life. I'm not bragging. Most of you till they die won't come close the life I lived 20 years ago. I'm saying it on life on air. Till you die. Life I lived 20 years ago, you will not even get close. When I see people bragging, there's a certain time you will live your life, you find everything you see. That's why I see millionaires, they don't care about Gucci's and all that. Do you know why? Because they have enough money. It's because you have not worn them before. When I see people talking about what people are wearing, I laugh. Do you know after all, I deal with Texas back home in a massive scale. Massive scale, I'm talking about massive. All the whole designer in Lagos, yeah? These are like my boys. Every evening they brought clothes for me. Hints, pants, and singlet I wear. The one I wear today, I won't wear tomorrow. I'm not bragging, I'm telling you now. You know what hints pants in Nigeria? I don't wear white hints pants and vest. I don't wear the one I wear. So we're not talking about wealth or what I've accomplished in life. But I'm saying all of us are in the same realm. No. Maybe some people are buying $1,000 shoe or things. These are things I did in the 90s, man. I had a comfortable life and things don't bother me anymore. Cars, you know how much cars I owned? So when you see people, just leave them alone. Mazinland kind of revival of us will come together as a family, bring our head down, respect people, to serve. What do you say? Before you serve IPOB, you must be meek, humble. You don't come with it doesn't matter your position you held before, it doesn't matter how much you have in your bank account. You want to serve your people, bring your heart down, mellow yourself, don't weigh people by who they are or what they own. You're here to serve. Serve your people. That is what service means. Absolutely humble. But I'm referencing this for us to be very, very careful. Position comes with responsibility because it costs you time and money. Unless you're not, just like people that were getting paid, they're getting stipend. If Chikerozen was getting paid $2,000, euros. So what is it that he was doing for IPOB? When we came for our former deputy, and only the two is as a challenge. Because people were murmuring them, Uchemofo was getting paid, I think it's £3,000 or so, but it's nothing to compare to who live in UK. Uchemofo had his family. Uchemofo was in the radio for 24 hours. That money was nothing. Because if he was working, he would make him more than that. And have his peace as well with his kids. Uchemofo was sleeping in the studio. So he was doing, and he was paying council tax, and I think he was paying, I don't know if he was paying, where our office then was from that money, that £3,000 then, I don't even know. So there was a meeting here with Onyen. Onyen said, is there anybody among you here who will take this money, Uchemofo could rest, so you could be doing what Uchemofo was doing? To be on the radio 24 hours is not a small job, because he's there 24 hours. Sometimes he was sleeping. Sometimes I was calling him, say, my deputy, that he fell asleep, and his mic is still on. And they cannot blame him because the hardest job is to sit in one place for 24 hours. So utmost respect go to him, regardless of what he has done. So, but the chief tell me what he was doing for IPOB to require him to get £2,000, 2,000 euros every month for 2 years. And the man still have the God to come out and be talking about fraud in IPOB. What was his job? What is he doing? So, my fellow comrade, I know people are sleeping, it's today and they're playing England match as well. So people are watching them. My neighbors here, they're screaming and shouting. But like I said, those that are going to watch this video, the reason why I'm doing this broadcast is to just let you know that IPOB United Kingdom made a mark yesterday, which is the 11th of July 2026 in Ifac. And the love the people showed to our leader was massive, unconditionally. Over 15,000 people was on attendance in that ground because the security guard spoke to me, said, you know what, they shut this program down because they said 3,000 attendance and now it's gone up to 15,000. I could not believe myself when I worked in there. That was my first time. And it was marvelous that we went there and we took over the stage. Chukwu Abiyama done his work because our hands are clean. You can go and form whatever organization you want to form. There's so many people there. Do whatever you do. We're not stopping people from forming whatever they believe in. But as long as IPOB is concerned, those that have been appointed by Mazen Namdekano, led by Mazen Namdekano, once you're out, you're out. If you want to come back, you go from the back door, go from the back and start again. This is the word of our leader. And I have a broadcast today with my cabinet. And I will say this. All IPOB member United Kingdom, again, this is just what happened today. I saw so many of you today, and those old family that I've saw, I will still reach out to you. I'm still getting numbers coming to me, our people. And tomorrow I'm going to make a public announcement, all of us. But like I said, I thank all of you that were attendants and those that actually walk up to me and speak to me. You know, it's appreciative because we're doing the work that we have sworn an oath to do. And it's a marvelous, how can I put it? It was full with emotion sometimes, Even my deputy, looked at me. He said, "George, do you know that 95 of people?" He said he was going to cry. Do you know how much people that came to studio to take picture? We left a van where we hang pictures and left it there. People were going there to take picture of our leader. I said, what we did is not. We imagine that we have more than 10,000 people in attendance. That is the most, and it's not. This is pure Igbo people. This is highest protest or awareness you can create. That's why I said I will back it up by coming on air and tell you a little bit about it, because we don't let it slide. More than I said, literally everybody that passed must say something. But the renegades went there to dance and drink and hide under the tree. They've been sharing money among themselves. I will leave that. It's not something I came here to talk. I'm just here to tell you the successful event we went, IPOB United Kingdom, and has done marvelously. If you are an IPOB member, I'm sorry to tell you, you claim that you're an IPOB member, and you think you can move on to a good Mazen Namdekano in court. I have one question for you. Come out and tell Biafrans how you intend to restore Biafra. Chikedozem said that he has not been home in 12 years and he's not intended to go there, but he went there in 2021, in 2022. Remember when they said they went home? We were defending them, but actually they went home. All of them, they went home. Even Tony Zumika went to get married when they shared this money among them. The one they called Iken Giruago, is it not because his mother died, he went home, They protected him. He went home. They all went home. We were defending them, they didn't go home. But they were, including Chikedozem, they all were. Tony Zumika, when he opened his mouth and said that he went home to go and marry. So why would you go home and marry if your life? That's why I say you people that have gotten an asylum here should be careful, because there's evidence of your so-called leaders has gone home. Those who are leading you, probably your lives are not in danger. Mark my words somewhere. So be careful. Be very careful. We don't want to go into this part, but I don't want to see those actually under asylum coming out to jump up, because he's gonna piss me off. Because I know all of you. I'm telling you now, as a European rep, I know all of you, from A to Z. Just be very careful. We don't want to go that path with you guys, but be very careful. Your leaders has been there. Nothing happened to them. And like I said from my beginning of this book, as I said, is there any of you that did not include Mazen Namdekano on your submission before you were granted asylum in this country? If any of you on that IPOB, this IPOB leadership, I didn't say myself under IPOB. Is there any of you that have succeeded, who have your, they grant you asylum till you get your British passport in this country? Now, if we go back, we will not find Mazen Namdekano into that particular document. I will stop here. I don't want to go far. I will stop here. So, and then we much and the good thing is that when you do, they gave us money, and people say that Mazen Namdekano can live an extraordinary life. And I will add one thing here. Mazen Nandekan is a prince. From prince is a, and he said it, he told us that when he said that he was a prince, he said he doesn't believe in monarch. He's a selfless man, and I love him to death. I'm sorry to tell you that. That's your problem. But for me, Mars George, man, Messiah liveth, and I believe in God, but my own Messiah is Mazen Nandekan. I don't know about you. I'm not convincing you to believe in him. It's entirely up to you. Though they say that prophet is not respected in his own town, but I'm old enough to know good and evil. So I know what good and evil is. When I see evil, I know evil. When I see good, I see all the charlatan and mediocres. I don't have what you. All of you will meet your Waterloos. You know what I mean? There's one guy they call Chuks Ikediwe. Let me give you a story of Chuks Ikediwe. Some of you that are jumping up and down. I remember when I went to the zoo when Onyendu was kidnapped. Some of you don't know that I went down to Biafra land. I actually went for the protest. I left UK and went down to the zoo. My younger brother was jitting and said, "Don't worry about me." I went home. I was contributing. I was paying all my ladies in UK. I was contributing on the ground. When we mount pressure on Hebrew Georgia, the guy was I think he was Lagos State coordinator then, Chuks Ikediwe. It was happened that boy was the person that handed Onyendu. He was the one that led DSS to Onyendu's room because he went to give Onyendu's SIM card. Then 341 and the man Muslim was using him. But he died miserably. I don't wish any man death. But let me tell you, and Imam Mezu is a good man. I love him as well. But he betrayed Onyendu every single opportunity they have. Every betrayal about our leader, Imam Mezu will always be involved in hatching it. I saw him one day. I knew he was going to survive. One day I was passing. I saw him with his wife or his girlfriend, and I know that Imam will not leave. Some of you might think that the oath we took. I saw somebody today shouting about oath. He didn't even know what he was. He's indicting his own self. You are indicting yourself by mentioning IPOB oath. If you knew IPOB oath, then now you're talking against Mazen Namdekano. What evidence do you have? Even if he wants you not to talk about, to say anything that is irrefutable in our code of conduct, before you accuse anybody, that is, watch whatever I have said before. Before I start to go after Chikedozim and his cronies, I have enough evidence. Go and check all the broadcasts I've done from 2021, 22, 23 to 24. Check all the broadcasts I've done. I don't speak ill about anybody. I don't go into people's personal life. You know why? Because it's irrelevant. Everything you knew. How could you be a man if you get angry or if you disagree with your fellow friend or your wife, or you come out and say the secret out? What does that make you? Who do you think is going to believe? Do you know why, like FBI or CIA, when they have you as an informant, right? You become their property. You don't have a private life anymore. Like America, when they use you to testify against somebody, then what they do is they move you from one state to another, change your identity so nobody will trust you again. But some people will still trust those people to make sure they buy them or whatnot, right? So, but they become the tools of the system. And when they use you to their own satisfaction, and they found out that you're going to snitch at them as a government, they will take you away. That's what they do. That's what they do. Any informant will not leave. Because at the time, you might want to revolt. The same thing you did to that person that you snitched against, you want to do to the government, maybe to, like now that you have podcasts everywhere. It's not like before you have like a traditional media, then people will go sit down and be talking nonsense. Like one of Donald Trump staffer did that, but where did you get him? That he fizzled away. You ran for a couple of times, and when people realize that what you're saying does not, just like these people. If you come to any place, you talk about IPOB, CMAs, and kind of suspect, people will throw stone at you. Ask them, the people that went to the Ifac, why don't they come out and say that they say it publicly? That they spare mass and kind publicly. People will spit at them publicly. Maybe they're walking around, people will see them barefoot fly. People will not bother because they know they are quite irrelevant. They might be dancing like other people. It's just that merriment, people go there to dance. But what message are you passing? Ask ask them, what did you go there to do? What is your accomplishment? No, they didn't accomplish anything. Because when they saw us, regardless if you are 1,000, it means nothing. There's 15,000 Igbo people there. They're not IPOB members. So the population you think we are looking, the people we restore from that particular program today is more than anything you might think. That's the message I'm giving you tonight. So because you people that want something from IPOB, is either you're getting paid or is either you're looking for paper. Because this is the problem I have in United Kingdom. United Kingdom is where we have the most dirtiest cabal. But we're going to deal with it though. Mark my word. I'm not joking. I'm going to get to you guys. Remember what I said. Cut this particular video and keep it. Because a time will come, you understand that I'm not joking. A time will come, you don't even understand me. Because mine is that I've worked with you before and you know me that I don't take no for answer. When I say something, I will do it. All I'm saying to you is that respect yourself. You people, the door has been shown to you, is official. Follow that door, do your stuff the way you want to do it. But if you guys want to go the other path, it's suicidal. I don't care who you are. This is not the first time. 2017, did something happen here? What happened? Imam Mezu wanted to open North London family, and I told him it's not going to happen. I come to the Biafra and I counted him. So if I could stood against Imam Mezu, who is the person among you guys? Just show me one person among you. He's not been older than an IPOB, but who is the person? Is he the riffraff that they brought from where I don't know? Somebody that our national coordinator allowed to be in the finance, the next day you start gossiping. Is that the person you want to trust? So I'm not here to make you feel happy. I'm telling you, just Onyendu don't tell you things you like. He tell you the facts. As long as IPOB is concerned, I don't have my own plan. I follow the instruction of our organogram of IPOB. I will bring it tomorrow to show it again because our code of our what is it called? Now they turn it to organogram. So I will bring it again because there's one we had before they change it, which I think I might have it here. Let me see. I think I have it here. Where did I keep that again? Where is it? I think I had that here before. But have I deleted it? I think I've deleted it. You know, the chain command of IPOB, we used to call it chain command, but it's no longer chain command, it's gone to organogram. So I will try to upload one tomorrow to show you, you know, it's not about we abusing our office or because you've been given an opportunity to serve, then you think you can now meddle into everything that comes your way in IPOB, or you must get involved in everything. There's a chain command in IPOB, and you must understand how IPOB chain of command, you know, function. And this is what I advised when I saw these individuals come to meddle in IPOB affair. I warned them. I said, no. You people have got no right to come to UK. You know the chain command that Chike Doziem does not have to come to UK here and call, because when I ban as me now as European rep, I don't want to call a meeting to the zonal coordinators. You know why? Because it's not my jurisdiction, unless something is going wrong. If something is going wrong, then we'll investigate it. I will tell them, if I couldn't investigate it, now that we have COC, because the job of COC is like a resolution conflict. If there's a problem, then within coordinators, we might pass it on to. That's what Clifford Irania was given opportunity to do, but he abused it because now he left his job and now trying to meddle into affairs. Because your COC does not give you right to go into a zone and start asking what is happening there, because there's a chain command as well, you have to follow it. When it comes to the country, this reason why Clifford Irania fell is because Clifford Irania forgot that because your COC does not give you right to call a junior officer and talking to them, before you go down to junior officer, you must first of all inform who is leading that particular place. That's chain command. If you don't do it, if you break the chain command, you're going to have a problem. Like I said, I don't need a lecture from anybody in IPOB how we function. I'm old enough in this struggle to tell you, but I will still listen to you when you're talking. But when you're going in the wrong direction, I will call your attention that what you're doing is wrong. I told them, I said, no, I'm not going to be part of it. And they will start issuing, what is it called, memo referral and center. I'm not moved by it because it doesn't bother me. I'm working for IPOB because I want the betterment of my people. I'm unborn children. It does not put money in my pocket. No, it takes my energy and my money. Working for IPOB, like I'm talking to you right now, I might be doing something else. But this is more important to me than any other. I treat IPOB even more than something that I do that give me the money that contributes in IPOB. Let me put that. I don't want to say things that is going to haunt me tomorrow. So let us be careful, though. Let us be very, very careful. I see a lot of people today, people walking up to me, and it is quite positive to me. It's very, very positive. Our people sucked in the messages. People were very happy. At least for a very long time, they have not seen people carrying banner of our leader. They stopped protests for more than 2 years or 3 years now. There's no actual protest from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now they're mocking him in prison. So what is your agenda? How do you want to restore Biafra? How? Please tell us. Tell those that you're the goats you're wearing. Tell them how. What is your agenda? Because the way we tell, we're temporary. In quote, he's still my leader. Are you that delusional or demented? Which one is the problem with you guys? Are you guys lame? That you don't understand? So are you guys actually working in the country you reside, where you reside? How many of you have sacked your boss at work? Are you a board member of IPOB? Do you have any shareholder in IPOB? Is there any of you that have a shareholder in IPOB? Is that any of you? You call them Mazi Nnamdi Kanu names. You people, open your mouth, call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. Why is it in prison? Listen, there's two things about Onyendu. I will tell you again. Those that I told them before. And those people I told those things to, all of them today, they are fair weathers, yeah? Two things are involved. Blessing or a curse. Blessing or a curse. Onyendu si, ime nke di maye to ogun bosi imere ihe ọjọọ. Has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu offended Biafra in any shape or form? Across board, even the whole Nigerian Hausa Yoruba are the one now defending Nnamdi Kanu. Then the carnage that is in Biafra land today was the direct disobedience of Chike Doziem. And some of you are calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu terrorist. I kept quiet for a long time. I want you guys to have a few there. Like I said, I just don't come on air and talk anyhow. I'll be doing programs subsequently, just not to talk about, just to remind our people, to give our media, our media head, maybe because some of them will not go back to get what we said before. There's specific things I need to draw back to you guys, to you to remember. Chike doesn't take a responsibility of whatever happened in Biafra land. It's a direct indictment on him. Tell that moron that hiding on the cellar in Switzerland. Chike Doziem publicly is the evidence is overwhelming. He accepts. So when he sat down and talking about Onyendu is a terrorist, Onyendu is that, did you hear me was anything? Someone like Uchemofo, as much as I respect that guy, I don't know, there's part of me that respect him. Yeah? And I know there's a little bit of force that was in him. But he has to take responsibility of his own actions. Before Uchemofo switched, Uchemofo was, I have not seen anything like him before. And the thing he did not know is that if actually Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was indicted, Uchemofo would not get away with it. based on what has happened in IPOB. Because if we go back from 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, everybody that died in IPOB died under Uchimofo. Command. Maybe he's not aware of that. Maybe he's not aware. And then he's telling our people to just take a picture. I will remind him that, not in a bad way, because we are non-violent. I remember one time your mom came to Radio Biafra and said, snatch that gun and that, which Mofo said no. He came out and make a public announcement on that. I respect it. But for you to turn around and speak ill, the greatest mistake which Mofo made was to come, he resigned. But do you know why he resigned? I will tell you now. The UK family and IPOB worldwide, listen to me. One of the things that made Mofo resign is the IPOB Code of Conduct, because he came out 2020. He was the one that's supposed to sign, not Chike Doziem. Because you don't want to sign it. Because you know why? So he is administrative. After the deputy was abolished, now he fall in his office and Onyendu forced him. But maybe the moron did not read it properly to understand the entails of what that code of conduct actually is. He doesn't understand it. Because every paperwork you do, if you take that to court, from crying out loud, is your signature on it for crying out loud. Does it mean he didn't read it? Ignorance is not excuse in a court of law. And there's truth about it, it's a legal document. So his signature will remain there. Because he was working for IPOB then. Then the supreme leader asked you, instructed you what to do. Sign that document under my instruction. You sign it. He didn't dispute it. Because he know if you cannot abide to it, why would he put your signature on it? It's straight indictment. Chike Doziem is a ghost. Mark my words somewhere. And he knows that. He knows that he's a ghost. He's a vegetable. The chronicle of a saboteur. Chike Doziem is a chronicle of a saboteur. Mark my word anyway. The enemy at the gate. Like I said, I will come to him. I don't want to disrespect him. I come with facts and figure. But I want to let Biafra know. Two things they're peddling right now about finance. There's a document I'm going to reveal again. And straight indictment of Chike Doziem on the Kononyendu terrorists. Huh? And I will spice it up with his former boss that he betrayed, which is Omiomio. He described Chike Doziem absolutely 100% right. So wait for us, today, 8 o'clock, we'll come here as again and let you guys know what we have in stock for you. But for me, I continue to bless everybody. IPOB is a one family. Doesn't matter. There's nothing like I will say it again, there's nothing like autopilot. It doesn't exist. These people are the most loved people that loved our leader, especially they're full of our women. There was so much women involved. They would love Onyendu to death. And they were saw that Onyendu has been left with nothing. All of them, they go ballistic. These people loved our leader. Now we know who the enemies are. The real enemies are within. That's why Onyendu said, the enemy at the gates. Remember what Mazen can go and watch again. You see, you have to be in spirit to understand. Because when we mic microphone, we just don't speak. Everything will become natural. When you don't write, I don't write script. I don't got anything. You have to inherit it if you are pure. I will quote Mazen Nandekan from morning to night. Onyendu said, and I'll quote him again. Remember before he had this moment, he said, go and I'm not a movie watch. I don't watch movie that much. But I think I'll watch that enemy at the gate. I'll watch it again. I was sat down one of this weekend and just sat down by myself. I want to sink in because there's something Onyendu found in that. There's something he highlighted, but movie has a lot of saying and a lot of meaning deeply. You have to go back in and find out. The enemy at the gate. And one of our comrades here, the writer Ikechukwu Biafra, wrote the article. The article is actually on that document. The Chronicle of a Saboteur. The year when he attacked Chikedozie. I will bring it out, people to read. You to know that what we saw 4 years ago or 3 years ago, people just woke up about it now. Ikechukwu Biafra attacked him. The Chronicle of a Saboteur. I will review that article again. I have a booklet about 21 pages. How they squander 747,000. The money that Onyendu mentioned on Radio Biafra before he was kidnapped. That we're holding our money for our school children. The moment Onyendu was kidnapped, that money was shared among themselves. Mazin Nanikan is the angel. That's all I can tell you. Onyendu. And you see the one thing about, that's why I always have a soft touch with Will Jomafo is. I don't want to get him more. You see that guy? That was something wrong. I don't care what you can be saying, whatever you were saying. But don't forget, Uchemofo is the person that gave our leader, the supreme leader. Uchemofo was the person that gave Onyendu. He is the person. Go and do your research. So that is why when he knew that he could not take it anymore, he honorably resigned. But where he fell short was to come out publicly and attack Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing I hold against him. That is where he did wrong. He could have just walked away. Our former coordinator here in London, Festus Anekwe, a good man, I called him a couple of days ago. I spoke to him. And I will have a good conversation. I call people that matters. And I reminded him what I told him the day we had issue when he was suspended. And our other comrade that came out and, apologized. This is for UK, not in a bad way. I don't speak ill against my fellow comrade. That's the last thing I will ever do. Because we are on that oath. I won't do that. Doesn't matter what you've done. I won't come out publicly here and be saying this man did X, Y, Z. We settle things in-house. But based on these individuals, it's not in-house anymore, because there are things I've done that is out there. And when they're peddling some falsehood and propaganda against our leader, we cannot keep quiet. It's impossible. I've seen them sharing this nonsense online about paper trail, which they don't even know what they're doing, The case in Germany is still on there. The fraud they went to do in our account in Germany, our IPOB word account was they went to change Madam Nenyanya's name, but they don't know how law worked there. That was the problem they had there. And that account, the money that comes in there is worldwide IPOB fund. It's got nothing to do with individual. Onyendu, Madam Anya answerable to Onyendu, doesn't answer to Chikedozie. Like I said, we have 3 heads in IPOB: head of finance, head of media, and head of the head of state. These are the heads. Like today, like what is it called? We have a head of media now, which is Ikechukwu Onora. When it comes to media, as we are in Biafra Radio, he's one now heading everybody in media. I'm still a host here, but Ikechukwu is the one that is in charge of media. He's no longer, I'm part of media that I can come and broadcast here, but if there's anything that I have to come official for media, Ikechukwu, I have to deal with it or discuss it in-house. It's not me, George, I can't call meeting for media because it's not my office. The only thing, if I want to come on the air, I can come on air, but I can't discuss any details on media. It's not my business. You understand how it works? So there's a division of labor. People should mind their offices. Just do you know how hypocritical these individuals are? I'm giving you this. It's gonna be 1 o'clock. I'm fine, but I want to have this fun. Yeah. I remember when the issue of Simon Ekpa prompted up. They said that the message came. Chikedozie claimed that the message came that Chukwudi Ofoma have gone to sleep. But the so-called Ejiofor, the Carol White, they know, the riffraff, because a man that disrespected a man that pays his school fee, always I say, ungrateful people will always be ungrateful. So before Carol Monday now went to tell Simon that Onyendu said take over the Biafra, he was one playing the double, he's the double agent. He is one passing message. His message is that when Onyendu asks him to do something, He will give half-baked message. He contradict the messages that he will conflict. So he shouldn't have talked to Simon Ekpa. If you respect Chikedoziem's office as head of Directorate of State, he shouldn't have spoken. He has no business of telling Simon that Onyendi say anything about Edo Biafra. Because you know that's why I said, people need, I'm saying this on air, every IPOB person, the only one they just appoint, know your chain command, who you're supposed to speak to first. If you're a zonal coordinator, you're calling me as head of the, as European rep. Unless when we are doing an appointment. But if there's an issue, you don't speak to me first. Unless your national coordinator did not address that issue. Unless they were doing investigation, then probably it will not even be me calling you. Because I don't have to. Why would I call you? What am I calling you for? Do you understand me? So what I want people to know is this, please. People should know and understand how IPOB will lecture you guys as time goes, as we proceed. As we move forward, everybody should be comfortable. IPOB is one family. That's not supposed to be under pressure or pressurizing. No. That's only IPOB was so peaceful that if your brother is comfortable, you eat with him, drink with him. I don't have to be scared when I'm with my brother thinking probably someone's going to poison me. When I hear these things, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. I don't believe in all this nonsense. So what are we doing here? What am I doing? Why am I wasting my time? But I know that I'm not wasting my time because we need to look for the real people. And I want to say this. Onyendu always have a reference he can fall back to. Onyendu say 100 men. People don't understand what Onyendu say. The day we clinch 100 men with clean heart, that Chukwu Abiyama will give us Biafra. And it's going to be a miracle. That is the only prophecy Maznan can have given us that has not come to pass. And he said it will happen. But it's going to be a miracle. How it will happen, nobody knows. So I'm very, very happy and humble. And I love my leader. I will constantly say it publicly. I love him. I don't care whatever he's done. I don't care what my son can do. I don't care. I don't care what he's done. You know, just like when I talk about Uchemofo, some of you will not know why I was referring to Uchemofo, because I was close to Uchemofo, not that I call him personal call. I was working with him in things on the background. Sometimes I call him maybe when he's, and I got that respect for him, but I know how he respects Onyendu. My love for Uchemofo was the amount of respect he had for our leader. Because I remember when, just like as we are now, when this problem happened, they said Uchemofo cannot control Radio Biafra. Then the voice, everybody was hoping then, because Clifford used to come on radio and be shouting like a mad dog, just that this idiot is doing. People say, Uchemofo will not do anything, this, that. We tell them to wait. We started the same way we started here from scratch again. We build up IPOB. The same thing have happened again. And yesterday was the mark of UK. Again. All the shaft is going to go. We will separate the wheat from the shaft. If we are 3 or 4 of us that is royal to Onyendu, that is IPOB United Kingdom. And we'll move forward. That will not carry any further with us. We don't carry any further weight with us. No. How many that is pure? That's what we genuine want, is what we want. Unconditional. If you have anything attached to Onyendu, the door is open for you to walk away. Go mind your life and walk and keep your money with your family. Is entirely up to you. We don't need it. And no apology. I'm telling you. I'm not preaching to you. There's no old member I'm going to preach to. I'm not preaching nothing to you. It's up to you. You're under oath. Your generation will pay the price. Mark my word somewhere. Some of you think it's a joke. No, blood is involved. Especially those that have our papers under the blood of our people. Mark my word somewhere. I am not taking this away. Anything I say, just like our leader, come to pass. I warn you guys. But if you continue on this path, all of you will pay a heavy price. I will rest here because I need to get some rest. I walked, I came back, I didn't rest. We went through all this. Again, I'm on air. This is for Biafra. Our deputy HOD is on his way. Probably he's get home. After I finish now, I have to call him to make sure he get home safe. It's not easy. And I love you all. And most importantly, I love our leader more. That's what I have to tell you. And I'm sorry for that. But that's fact. Because I don't have to lie to please anybody. They will know much. And We'll close with this music here. May Chukwuabia continue to give our leader strength. And those that are going to watch this video after this is about UK, and I'm going to post a couple videos. I'll put a little bit of description on them of what we transpired yesterday in that Ifac, which is marvelous. And you send a lot of message, and I believe our people are awakening. People are responding, because one we tell, people message goes around, from one person to another, and we continue campaign. We really protest again across the whole Europe, across the world. We must protest for our leader. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is what we need to share on a daily basis going forward. Every single day, every IPOB member during our Tuesday tweet, free Mazen Nnamdi, hashtag Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every single day you wake up, you must hashtag Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every single day, we need to start again and continue doing what we normally do well. They will know much again. They want to thank everybody. Let's close with this music anyway.
To the world, you cannot occupy a house and claim ownership. No. The tenant cannot sack the landlord. The employee cannot sack the employer. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the boss, the supreme leader of Ipob. Whatever he says goes. The pain of betrayal, they forgot the reason for the fight. They forgot the bloodshed in the night. The leaders behind bars paying the price for the free. While the third dose chose greed and took to their knees. We trusted them to fight for his release. Instead, they sold out for personal peace. Bribing the media, spreading lies and shame. Trying to hijack the movement, trying to soil his name. But you cannot cheat the foundation. You cannot trick the land. Employee cannot sack the boss. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. Tenant cannot sack the landlord. The supreme leader of Ipob. They're violating the Constitution. They failed the code of conduct. But the voice of the leader cannot be silenced. Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes. Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes. He gave you power to defend the flock, but you turned around and put his legacy on the block for violating the laws of the struggle. The judgment is clear, the third dose is dismantled, the purge is here. You are sacked! Asaya over! You are sacked! You fail the people, you are stripped of the pack. The rise of the fourth dose, but the movement is alive. It can never die. Look up to the horizon, look at the sky. The fourth dose has risen to take the stand. Carrying the mind, they're defending the land. Now we are moving international, taking the fight to the stage. Working with the American Congress, turning the page. Lawmakers are listening, the world will see. Who will stop the genocide? Our people must be free. Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes. Whatever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Whatever the supreme leader says goes. The employee can never fire the boss. The fourth dose is marching on